Hi everyone, Jenny again. It's been a while though. I'm here to make some Christmas tags. So this is what I've been making. It's just from the Tim Holtz Carved Ornaments number 2 die. This one here, and all I've cut it out with is the manila folders, so file folders. It's a cheap way of making some tags, I thought. So cut that out. Now I want to do the background stamping next, and okay, I can't remember who this was from. I'll put the link below this stamp. It's just the Christmas greetings wishes background stamp, and I'm going to use the Archival Ink Ranger Archival in sepia. So all I'm going to do, I haven't got a block big enough for this one, so all I do then is just position this on it, making sure that the script is up the right way, and then I usually have something here that I can press it down with. This will do. So that's that. Now try and lift it off, and I try not to get ink on the back of it because I am going to use the back, but I've actually got it on the back this time. Good on you, Jen. Alright, so once that's done, just going to tone it down a bit. It's too bright because, you know, I'm a vintage gal. So I'm using Vintage Photo Distress ink, and going around the edges fairly dark, and then just fading it into the center lighter, because I'm not going to be, well, I'm going to cover that, so basically that's about it. That's all I'm going to do for, but while I'm at it, I may as well do the other side. Now this is the one that I want to fade into the center, because this is going to be the side that you're going to write who it's to and from. Just lightly in the center there. Okay, that's that done. Now this tag, the manila file folder, it's fairly, well, it's not as firm as I'd like, particularly down this area, even though it's only a tag. So what I thought I might do was cover it completely in clear embossing powder and heat emboss it while it's still wet with that ink, distress ink on it. This is just ultra fine clear, and emboss it. Oh, got the fan on. Heat embossing it should give it a bit more strength, so that's given it a good coverage there. So now I'm just going to heat set it. So you can see that sort of stiffened it up a little bit, give it some strength. Alright, now I'm just going to put this aside and work on the other elements. So while this, I forgot about the back, while it was still fairly flat, I thought I'd just stamp the to and the from on the back before I add the other elements to it. So I'm just going to bring that over to the left side of it so that they've got enough room to write on it who it's to and who it's from. Okay, now we will put that aside, and now what I've done So I've again taken a piece of manila folder, a file folder. I've stamped on the Santa Claus image, which is this one here from these. This is a I Break for Stamps number 001, James Banos to I Break for Stamps, and there you go there. So that's it there. Oops, there. Love this set, love the Santas, and it's so vintage. So I've just done that using the sepia ink, archival ink, and then I've ran it through my Big Shot using the, okay, let's see which one it is. It's the 1, 2, 3, the fourth smallest or the fourth largest, whichever one you want to say. Okay, so then I'll run it through and punch that out. So that's what I've got there now. So it chops a lot of him off, but that's okay. I've got his head with his, holding his glasses, and I've got his hat with the pom-pom there. So that's what I wanted. And then I've gone ahead and cut a piece of maroon or burgundy coloured cardstock using the next up, so the third largest circle die. These are the standard circles small spellbinders. So that's it for that. Oops. Okay, so now what I want to do with this one is tone it down again. So we're just gonna, I didn't even re-ink that, so I don't want to colour in too much, just want to tone it down a bit. So that's what we've got there now. Okay, now what I've done is got my Versamark stamp pad. You can use the Distress Embossing ink as well, and all I'm doing is going around, roughly around the edge, just applying some Versamark ink there. And now I'm going to get my gold embossing powder. I should have used my embossing pillow on that. We'll see how we go. That fan. Okay, so I've obviously been too liberal with this, so what I'm going to try and do is grab my paintbrush and just get some off. And I just wanted a rough edge. I've really made a mess of that, so hopefully it's going to be okay. It's okay if he's got some little gold wrinkles on his face and that's okay. He's Santa, he's magical. Okay, we're going to heat set it now and hope for the best. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to glue it down centered onto the burgundy. I'm just going to use wet glue. And then I'm going to take my gold Krylon pen. I'm going to go around the edge of the burgundy piece. done there. Right, now we need to glue that onto the tag. And again, I'm just going to use wet glue. Now, because this is not a circle, it's going to be it's going to be overhanging on some sides, so I just want to try and center it as best I can without having too much overhanging on this side. Okay, so at this stage we've only got a tiny little bit here, so I'm happy with that. Alright, so that's it so far. Now I want to punch a hole in the top and set an eyelet. Now am I going to use a big one or a small one? We're going to use a big one, are we? Yeah, I did there. I guess so. I'll use a big one. Alright, so just at the top, I actually punch it just slightly over that red or burgundy cardstock there. So now I need to get an eyelet, and I should have had one out ready, and I've only got silver in my drawer. Hold on. Alright, so just pop that through and set it. Okay, and then we just want to grab some ribbon. I don't want too much, I just want it to fold it over like that. It's probably not quite enough, but that'll do. And then try and get it through the hole. There we go. And loop it through the ends, through the loop there. And voila! Your tag is done. Okay, so there it is there. So there you've got your to and your from on the back, and you've got a bit more room to write whatever you want on there, up and to and from. This is now a bit more, there's more strength in that now with the embossing on it. I'm quite happy with that. And what I did though, I think I also went around the edge of die cut bauble with the gold Krylon pen. Let's bring that over this side, back over that side, and now we are done. Now we're done. There we go.